Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to this week's energy forecast. I'm Sarah Louise, I'm an intuitive, I'm a reader of the cosmic weather, and I'm here to share with you what's coming up this week. So what energy is going to be around and how you can navigate yourself the best way through the week. So my friends, we're here. We're in March, right? And I was gonna say I've warned you, but that would create some kind of fear or angst, and I don't want to do that, right? But I do want to let you know that March is the most intense, unpredictable, erratic month of this whole year. Yeah. And I'm going to really urge the word unpredictable, because the cosmic weather and some of these alignments that are coming through, I mean, we can kind of predict, but we don't know, because these are the first time we've had these alignments in our lifetime, you know, for hundreds of years. And we actually don't know. We can kind of guess, but who knows? Yeah. What I do feel is that the weather is going to be intense. Yeah, the cosmic weather is going to be intense. Do we need to be intense? No. Do we need to really consciously navigate ourselves through this month? 100%. Yeah, and that's what I'm here to share with you, to help you, to guide you, because I don't want you getting caught up in a whirlwind or a storm when you don't need to. And remember that knowledge is power, and awareness keeps us grounded. You know, it kind of just keeps us feeling safe and secure. It's like, oh yeah, I know it's a bit unpredictable out there, so I'm just going to look after me a little bit more. I'm going to know I'm feeling a bit sensitive. Yes, I'm not going to put myself in those positions, or, you know, I'm just going to really focus on my nurturing. Yeah, that's why I'm here to share with you. So, March. I'm not going to go into all the astro kind of reasoning, because you can go on an astrologer's site and you can listen to that. But what I'm going to tell you is the energy that I feel, and, you know, how that may or may not affect you, probably will affect you. Yeah. We've got 2 eclipses in March. Middle of March, end of March. And that first one is lunar, the last one is solar. The lunar is all about endings, letting go, completions, and they're really kind of deep cycles. And that last one, that solar, is all about new beginnings and bringing in, like, I believe, like a whole new reality, like a whole new way. And we always start to feel eclipses, and, you know, some say a few months before. I always think it's like we start to really feel that build up coming, you know, as we're approaching. Yeah. And when we're in it, it can feel really unpredictable. They say, you know, eclipses are when, or I say eclipses are when the kind of universe takes over, you know, pushes us out of the driving seat. We become the passenger. And, you know, that universal flow, the divine, whatever you want to call it, goes, I'm just going to take this next couple of weeks to put you on track, guide you where you need to be, you know, eradicate anything that isn't for your highest good, or you're having a trouble eradicating. You know, I'm going to end this, I'm going to end that, and I'm going to put you, you know, right over here, because, you know, I can see a better picture for you than you possibly can see. And if we can surrender into the time, and we can trust that everything is in perfect divine, we are being so looked after. If anything leaves, it's for our highest good. And, you know, if things are resistant, that's because we're not ready to move forward. If we can just surrender and be really kind of in flow through this month, and especially in that 2-week eclipse window at the middle end of the month, we're going to find this transitional time much easier. If we resist, stay in our heads, don't trust, be very fearful, we're going to find it a really angsty time. Yeah. So I'm telling you now, March is pretty mad, and March is calling for us to be super centered, super grounded, really open, really surrendering, really trusting, and really kind of doing that self-work that keeps us, you know, really kind of calm. You know, when something comes in, it's like, oh, okay, you know, if we get triggered, oh, okay, I'm being triggered. Yeah, we're not in that super heightened, overstimulated, like super reactive, like, whoa, like, oh, you can't, look, like, So what do you need to do to get that yourself in that state? You know, do you need to be exercising quite hard to release some of that energy, or do you need to really slow things down and kind of, you know, be doing some movement and kind of staying? Or do you need to be sitting? Do you need to be meditating more? Do you need to be journaling more? Do you need to be reading more? Do you need to be listening to a podcast? Or, you know, what are your tools? You know, what are you eating? What are you drinking? How's that self-talk? Yeah, how much are you allowing your mind to take over? Yeah, or how much are you controlling that mind? Yeah, because if we allow that mind to be in control, it will kind of like, it will take us into some really weird places, and it will take us through stories and live through stories and episodes and past and future, like, that we just don't need to be in. But if we can have some awareness around our mind and the chatter, and we can kind of go, no, I'm not actually going to waste my time there today. It doesn't matter. I've let that go. I don't need to be there. And we stop those thoughts before they go. And then when they're on their, what's it called? I can't remember, but when they're flowing over there, and then we've kind of lost control and we're deep in the depths of a story, trying to mentally work it out, which, is it even real, or does it even matter, or is it just our weird perception anyway? Yeah. What I'm trying to say to you is we've got to stop wasting time on things that don't matter. We've got to stop wasting our time like over here trying to predict the future or trying to resolve the past, and we've got to learn to be really present, especially through this month. Really present, really grounded, really aligned to ourselves, really in tune with ourselves, showing up as our real authentic self. So we're not kind of dumping any more trauma in here. We're going, actually, no, that doesn't really work for me. It's not a reactive, you know, triggering of, you know, weird passive aggressive, weird suppression, depression. Like, we don't do that. We just go, you know, we're walking along our path and maybe we get triggered and we say, oh, excuse me, that's not really working for me, or I don't really like that, or can we have a chat about that? Or we learn that it's just our stuff, and then it's up to us just to let it go. Like, we have to really start to do things differently if we want to change and step up. So, you know, there's a lot of, you know, drop out of your head and into your heart, drop out of your head and into, but this is really where we have to be. Like, the head will go off all day, all night if you're a bad sleeper. Yeah, and like, let's just drop into the heart. Like, how does it feel? Does it really matter? Like, is this my old pain? Do I need to work on this? Like, what is this story? Is it old? Yeah, there's a lot of relationship stuff coming up through March, a lot, and we have the opportunity to really rewrite some old patterns. Yeah, only if we're conscious and only if we're aware of the patterns and we're not just kind of on a back foot. Yeah, so we have to be really super aware, super conscious, know that, you know, relationship themes are coming up, patterns are coming up to be changed, to be shifting. Yeah, and work through them, work on them. Yeah, it's a really, I think that March is a really magical time. Yeah, magical in the way that we could walk out with a whole different view on our reality, possibly a whole new reality. Yeah, in a really positive way. But we're gonna have to make some changes through the month, and we're gonna have to, you know, allow some, you know, transformations to happen. And, you know, sometimes they can feel uncomfortable in that moment. We're gonna, you know, have to really do the work to stay grounded, to stay focused. Yeah. So this week, we're in it. We're in this time. Yeah, we're building up towards that eclipse. We've got lots of kind of Venetian energy kind of flowing, relationship stuff coming up. Like, our hearts actually, I believe, want to crack wide open to allow more love and more light. Yeah. And, you know, how are we going to do that? Yeah. Like, I don't want you to be scared of transformation, transmutation, that's not even a word. But I don't want you to be scared of these changes. I want you to go, yeah, I'm ready to evolve. I'm ready to lift my vibration. I'm ready to shine more light. I'm ready to receive more love. Yeah? Yeah. So it's a beautiful week. I would recommend doing whatever you need to do to stay centered, to stay grounded. I would recommend thinking before you speak, taking your time. Yeah. Journaling, you know, seeing what patterns come up for you and seeing what you're ready to release and let go of. Yeah. Be super conscious of the mind, please. Yeah. We have to learn to master this mind. Yeah, we have to. And just for a moment now, think about how much time you waste either worrying or thinking about stuff that doesn't even really matter, thinking about people, places and things that, do they actually even matter, really? Yeah, how can we use this mind, this incredibly powerful tool that we have, more efficiently? Yeah, that's your homework. How can you do that? Yeah. Have an amazing week. No live onlines this week, but I will see you the following week as we do some really beautiful preparation work before those eclipses kick in. Have an amazing week. I send you lots and lots of love, and I'll see you next week.